Hey guys, Digital Dad here with another unit guide for Behemoth's new in-dev game, Pit People. Welcome to Double D's Guide to Gnomes. Now, the in-game bio for Gnomes states, technical masters that have evolved beyond walking. They have the ability to fling their friends to or away from battle, as long as their friends aren't 2 or 3 slaughters. Ability to repair electrobots, bonus damage against electrobots, weak to fire and poison. Resists electricity, can hover over hazards. To sum up what the in-game bio does not cover, the Gnome units fill the role of a team support member, providing additional movement to teammates that only require a single slot, as well as healing bot units. Additionally, 2 gnomes fill 1 single character slot, providing good mobility on the battlefield. Let's dive into the base stats of these creatures to get an idea how they'll do in a fight. Let's start with the basics. The gnome's base HP rests at 2.5 hearts out of 10 in the in-game scale, making this unit kinda squishy. They also carry a 15% defense rating to go along with the tenderness of their HP. Definitely not a tank unit. The range of their attack is 1 to 3 map hexes away, which should be considered a very low range for a projectile unit. The attack does 4 base damage, which can fluctuate between 2 and 5 depending on the instance. If the unit is the hero of the team, the HP gains half of a heart and the defense rating jumps a meager 4%. So gnomes should not be considered when selecting the hero of a team. They take 50% more damage with poison attacks and a whopping 80% more damage with fire attacks, so stay the hell away from mushrooms, fairies, and any weapons imbued with either element. Gnomes can only be equipped with costumes, and costumes don't affect their stats. Alright, yucky stuff out of the way. Let's move on to the cooler info on these critters. One of the most useful traits of these support units is their passive hover ability. Because gnomes hover above the ground, any hexes containing lava or pit traps will not harm the units while traveling over or even standing on that hex. To make this passive ability even better, crossing water will not slow the gnomes down like it will other units. And unexplodable projectiles, looking at you rainbow horses, will not activate when you pass over them. Another awesome feature of these creatures allows a friendly unit to jump on them and launch themselves across the battlefield, but be aware, there is a small chance the jump will fail, ending your turn with the unit to be launched standing on top of the gnome, with the launch to be completed during your next turn. Also, you should be aware, the accuracy of the launch varies, so just because you aim for a certain hex doesn't mean you'll land exactly on that hex, which could land you on top of spikes, lava, or other traps. Now, as far as attacks are concerned, gnomes only have a ranged attack, and as mentioned above, will target units up to 3 hexes away. The attack is really weak and should not be relied upon to contribute any significant amount of damage to the team. They do additional damage against bots, which may sound useful, but since the game dictates that these characters prioritize healing, it will most likely target friendly bot units instead of dealing damage. The real purpose behind the gnome is as a healing unit for electrobots. Each gnome can heal between 3 and 8 damage per turn, amounting to the possibility of 16 HP, given that there's 2 gnomes per character slot. While most times this healing factor falls short of the damage your bots will receive per turn, it absolutely lengthens the life of your electrobots, keeping them alive for many more turns that would not have been possible without them. In battle, gnomes are extremely viable in a team, but only with electrobots. Using the launching ability to fling your units into the other team on the first or second turn for a preemptive strike will deal some early damage and disrupt the movements of your opponent before they really get set up. Avoid poison and fire by keeping these guys in the backfield with your Electrobot units in the front, pumping them up while the bots slug it out in the front lines. That's it for me. Throw me a like if you found this guide helpful, subscribe for some more Pit People guides, and even leave me a suggestion in the comments about what guides you'd like to see next.